Always a great day to take out a 1911. This one is a very special one from Alpha Foxtrot, their AF 1911. We're gonna have some fun with this one. Let's get after it. 9mm 1911, boys and girls. Let's do it. Yeehaw! Welcome back, everybody. Eric here with Iraq Veteran 8888. All right, you guys have probably seen some of these Alpha Foxtrots floating around. You know, they've really been doing a great job with their pistols. You guys might recall, you know, their Glock variant that we did a video on some time back, and that thing held up really great. I mean, it was just such a great shooting pistol, so I had some pretty high expectations, you know, for this particular handgun. You know, obviously you can see form and function, it is set up like a 1911, but it definitely departs some of those traditional lines. I love the serrations, the way they did them. You know, you can grab these with gloves, no problem. So I love the way they did these serrations, very classy looking, but at the same time kind of edgy and modern. This 1911 does utilize a rail system, which is nice. You can put all your, you know, favorite goodies on this thing. All 416 are stainless barrel, slide, and frame that has the QPQ coating. It's a tongue twister every time I try to mess with it, but the QPQ coating kind of blacks this thing out. It's very abrasion and scratch resistant, which is nice. The barrel is a full bull, so this is a bushingless type of barrel arrangement. They're all hand fitted, hand lapped, and all that good stuff. So this uses a bushingless type of an arrangement with a full length guide rod. The mainspring housing and the front of the grip has some very aggressive stippling, which is what you would, you know, expect to find on an upper end 1911. These grip panels are G10, what it looks to be, with a very nice texturing. Okay, the sights are a Novak style adjustable rear sight with a fixed front sight. Of course, they're adjustable for windage with just drifting it if you want, but the gun shoots great right out of the box. They ship with one magazine. I was able to procure some additional magazines from our friends at Gun Mag Warehouse. So it does use a single stack 10 round magazine. The ammo that we're running here today is some Bellom 124 grain ball. All right, and I'll try to see if I can slow down and do some shooting with this thing. Okay. Very, very nice handgun. The trigger is wonderful on this particular pistol. You know, because it is solid stainless through and throughout, it is a rather beefy pistol, but that translates to some very gentle recoil impulse. Very easy gun to shoot. The trigger is just phenomenal right out of the box. Let's just have a little fun here. Sights pick up real nice. Very nice. Very light recoil. At personal defense range, you're definitely right in there. Challenging. I was shooting their Glock variant a little better than this particular gun. I love the single action trigger. You know, and for some people, they don't get around a 1911 trigger quite so well, but it is a very crisp trigger, and this is a very easy gun to shoot if I can do my part. All right. Ooh, pulled the heck out of that one. The trigger is very, very good. It's nice and crisp. That reset takes a little bit of distance to get off of, but not bad at all. And you guys might recall a video that we did on that little 380 Browning. It kind of makes me think of that in terms of the vibe. Like, it doesn't kick very hard, so it's a very easy gun to shoot. It is rather beefy in terms of the overall weight, so it does have some heft. But man, what a fantastic pistol. And I think for the price that these things are coming in at, I think they're a very great option, you know, for somebody that wants something relatively custom right out of the box, you know. I mean, at personal defense range, man, this thing is an absolute bullet delivery device. It does utilize a grip safety, just like most 1911s, also a manual safety that's ambidextrous, okay? It's got a very generous beaver tail, so nothing to pinch your hands. I love the serrations, I love the grips. The trigger's nice. I think they did a pretty good job with this gun, for sure. There we go. That's more like it. Now, I want to make something clear too. A lot of times when we do these videos, in fact, almost all the time, unless I specify, these videos are always like we grab the gun right out of the box, we go right out of the box. We generally don't test fire, we don't mess with a whole lot because I want to know what the gun's going to do right out of the box. I think that gives the viewer kind of the best idea to know exactly what to expect out of the box. Whether, okay, are the sights adjusted? Is it ready to use? Is, you know, whatever. Now, if there's any storage grease that has to be removed, obviously we clean the guns before we do a video, but I always like to get that kind of initial look. You know, I like to kind of take y'all to the range with me and we just kind of discover all this together. And I kind of like that format. That's always been the way I try to do this. I know that might be different what some of you are used to seeing, but that's the way I like to do it, just so you guys learn along with me. But after getting a few rounds through this thing, I think I've kind of gotten around the trigger pretty well. And the sights pick up real nice. Can definitely appreciate the sights. Let's try our Gophers, and I got some sodas here. Have a little fun. Ooh, stoppage. Failure to extract. Okay. All of these magazines are Wilson Combat magazines, by the way. All right, let's try again. Oh, yeah. All right, we got to get them sodas taken out. Only got a couple here. Let's see if we can hit them. Oh, we're raining down on our Gopher there. Here, let's knock him over. Wow. All right, let me top my mags off and repaint. We'll shoot this thing a little bit more. All right, we're gonna put a couple more mags here through the AF 1911. All right, have a little fun. Okie doke. All right, let's see if I can shoot this thing. That's more like it. That's what she's supposed to do, boys and girls. It took me a little bit of time to get my way around this thing a bit. It is a new gun for me. Ooh, pulled that one. That was still hurt though. Ow. All right. I mean, look at that. 3 shots on the bolt. Woo! Baby, this thing is accurate. Way more accurate than I can shoot. I'm digging it though. Ooh, close but no cigar. It's a hard shot to make. Like you know, it never fails to impress me, like how well Hickok shoots pistols. It just blows my mind how good that guy is with a handgun. Like every time I watch the video, I'm shocked at how good that guy is. Another guy that shoots handguns really well is 22 Plingster. I don't know if you've ever seen some of Dave's videos, but man, they're fantastic. If you want to see what people can do with a handgun, those are two guys you definitely want to check out. All right. There we go. Dang, that's a hard plate to hit. All right, good stuff. Digging it. Yes, sirree, Bob. Well, I hope this gave y'all an idea what this gun can do. It is a lot more accurate than I am. I mean, I have my moments with it, but it's one of those things, takes a little time sometimes to, you know, get yourself around a certain handgun. I do like 1911s. I've always had an affinity for these particular handguns. I love the single action trigger. You know, it reminds me very much of a nice single action, like, you know, Smith & Wesson trigger or something like that. So I always have loved the single action trigger on 1911s, and they are intrinsically very accurate guns and capable of quite a bit if the shooter can do their part. I think this is a fantastic handgun. I want to spend some more time with it and definitely shoot it a good bit more. But my initial observations, the build quality is fantastic. I mean, I love the fact that it's all stainless, so it's a gun that you can carry every day. You don't have to worry about it rusting from like sweat from your body or anything like that. If you're going to carry it for hunting or as a backup pistol, anything like that. And these are made right here in Georgia, so this is a local Georgian company, which is awesome. Always great to support local Georgians. And you know, a big thanks to our friends at Alpha Foxtrot for sending this particular gun out for us to check out. I can see why so many people gravitated to this one, because it really is a special piece of hardware. That rail system does bring it kind of into the modern age. That's not something you're going to find on a traditional 1911. So it's definitely got a lot going for it. And I love the fact that with the 9mm, you get lower training costs. So some people may not be able to handle the recoil of a 45 ACP. So it's nice to know that you can have a 9 and you get a little bit of extra magazine capacity over a standard 1911, and you have reduced training costs because it's a lot cheaper to shoot the gun. So I think there's some definite points to nod towards, you know, a 9mm 1911 versus, you know, a 10mm or 45 ACP. So these guns definitely have their place and definitely worth looking into. And I think for what these guns sell for, it's a fantastic value for somebody that wants something that's kind of custom and's got all the nods to custom guns out of the box for a very reasonable amount of money. Thank you so much for watching today's video. We hope you enjoyed it. A big thank you to all of our Patreon supporters. Also, go over to Ballistic Ink and pick yourself up a snazzy new t-shirt like this one. And that's one way that you can support the channel directly. Have yourselves a great day. We'll see you next time.